Hi everybody, this review is on a Minecraft movie. Yep, I saw it yesterday. I know this I'm really late to the party on this movie, but whatever, but I got to see it, so at least that's something. But anyway, the plot of this movie is there are these two siblings named Natalie and Henry who are and Natalie is raising Henry as his legal guardian and Henry's having a pretty much rough time fitting in school and life and everything else, but then he finds this gamer named Garrett, the garbage man, Garrison, which the garbage man is his gamer nickname, which is kind of a dumb name, but whatever. And but then Garrett shows Henry this little cube that he once found. It has a little holder and an actual cube, and when they combine them, they're sent to this world, which is the world of Minecraft, which is a world called the Overworld, which I don't know if that's what it was referred to in the game, but whatever. And they come across Steve, played by Jack Black, who's a miner who discovered the overworld, who wants to do whatever he wants. He likes to mine, he likes to build stuff, and but then Natalie discovers that Henry's missing, so she joins with her landlord Don, played by Danielle Brooks, and try to go to the overworld, and they try to help Steve try to defeat the rule of another world called the Nether, named Malgosia, and Malgosia is the leader of the Nether, and the Nether is this world that's basically the opposite of the Overworld, which is really dreary and depressing and angsty, and they hate creativity. Like, they absolutely hate creativity. They don't like anybody in the Overworld mining or building stuff, and so all the band of misfits join Steve to try and overtake her and try to prove that creativity and building stuff is absolutely worthy, while all the other characters try to get back to the real world. You know, this movie actually was pretty good. Yeah, for what it was, maybe it's because I did feel I was a bit too optimistic maybe when it came to this movie, because I'm sure I've probably mentioned this, but when I saw the trailer, I thought it looked fine. Like, I was like, maybe this movie could suck, but honestly, for what it is, it doesn't look bad. And yeah, it actually wasn't bad. Dare I say, it actually was genuinely good. I I actually did have quite a fun time with this one. And I have played Minecraft, although I haven't played it in like, geez, probably like 11 years by now. Geez, I feel old. Yeah, I played a bit of the game around like the early 2010s. I definitely know of Minecraft. I mean, Minecraft's one of the most recognizable games of like the past 15 years or so. And so I have played it. I know the gist of it. It's not like other video game movies I reviewed where I have no history and know nothing about them. Minecraft, I do know a bit about, at least. So, and from what I remember and have experienced with the games, I I thought it translated well into film. Granted, I know the biggest complaint everybody had about this movie was the fact that it's live action, but honestly, I think for what they did, I think it looked good. I mean, sure, I didn't really. I think it could have been better as an animated film. I definitely agree. I know every time a video game movie comes out, people always say, "Why couldn't this be animated?" At least Minecraft makes sense. The whole thing's made of blocks, and it's an otherworldly world that you can't really capture on film. But for a movie that had a lot of sets and had a lot of really huge production design trying to capture the world of the game, there was effort put into it. So I definitely applaud it for that, because it would have been easy to make this animated, but they really tried to make this Minecraft world look lifelike. And I think that while it may not have been the best option for the a Minecraft movie, it's definitely the most challenging they could have done, and they really challenged themselves. So I definitely applaud all the effects artists and the directors and like everything. They did everything they could to make Minecraft look appealing in live action, and they really did. The effects are very good. I know lots of people say they look awful. I think they look good. They look very Detective Pikachu esque. Like, there's textures and everything, but they still look like the game. Like, it definitely looks like something that you would find in the real world, yes, but also it looks enough like the game. It doesn't look distracting enough. So, I mean, if this movie was made, like, say, 20 years ago, yeah, it would have looked awful. But I think we've gotten to a point where movies like this can really get made well. So, yeah, production wise, like it's not just a style over substance movie. I mean, sure, the plot isn't really anything spectacular. A group of misfits get transported into another world, like the Jumanji movies or whatever, and also the whole idea, like I said, it's like the Lego movie. A group of misfits trying to take down an evil villain who wants to abolish creativity. Yeah, it's a premise that's been done before, but that's the whole thing about Minecraft. It's about creativity. So I think even though it may not be the most original plot, at least it's a plot that fits the message of Minecraft. And that's the thing about Minecraft. Like I said, it's a game where you can do whatever you want. Anything can happen. So it didn't really have any real stakes it could have had. It didn't really need to have any necessary things uh to be used for a Minecraft. Like a Minecraft movie needs this, or if you're making a movie about Minecraft, this is what you have to include. These are what the characters know. It's just a film about randomness and anything can happen. And yeah, that's the fun of it. Although a good half of the movie, well, it's not slow paced, definitely not. I think it's very paced well, and you do see the Minecraft world a lot. A lot of this movie is that I wasn't really a fan, admittedly, of the idea of the characters in the real world going into the Minecraft world. I mean, like I said, I know I said I wasn't against the idea of this movie being live action, but I don't think we really needed the real world aspect. I think the whole Minecraft world and the overworld and the nether, I think that could have all been good, but I guess it would have been too expensive to use entire green screen and sets, but whatever. Yeah, so I didn't think really the whole characters in the real world, like Jumanji going into the game, I didn't think that was really needed because sometimes when it cuts to the real world stuff, it's not boring. Like I could say that. It's just not as interesting. Like it sometimes you forget like am I watching a Minecraft movie? Like it doesn't even feel like you're watching a Minecraft movie half the time, but the characters are interesting enough. Uh Henry and Natalie, they're not the most interesting characters. They're just a typical sibling duo. Although Natalie's the legal guardian of Henry after their parents died. Although I find it weird that Emma Myers is playing a sister that has custody of her brother like a guardian. Like she doesn't. Emma Myers doesn't even look old enough to drive. Like I can't. I didn't really buy her as an adult and a legal guardian of her brother. Like, no, Emma Mars just looks too young for that kind of role. I don't know how old she is, but like, I'm sorry, it was just so distracting. Like, her performance was fine. I mean, her relationship with the brother, like, it was really good. It just, I couldn't really just suspend my disbelief a lot. Like, it just was really distracting. But, like, I get it. I get the whole idea of what they were going through, and they didn't want to, I guess, they didn't want to cast, like, a 30-year-old, so whatever. So I guess I understand that. Jason Momoa is a ton of fun. Honestly, I know we always like to praise Jack Black, and Jack Black is very good in this movie. He's a ton of fun to watch in everything he's in. But Jason Momoa, I think gets a lot should get a lot of credit too. I think him and Jack Black, when they both share the screen, I think it creates a lot of the best moments of the movie, and there's a lot of great comedy that just comes from their interactions. Somehow, Jason Momoa in this movie is less annoying than he was in Fast X. So really think about that. Jason Momoa is less annoying in a Minecraft movie than a Fast and Furious movie. That goes to show. Uh, Danielle Brooks, she's okay. She has like a few chuckles here and there. She's not as interesting compared to the other characters, but she's all right. Um, Jennifer Coolidge is in the movie a couple times, but she doesn't really do a whole lot. Like every once in a while, it just cuts to the real world sometimes, and Jennifer Coolidge is like befri- starts a relationship with a village a Minecraft villager who was sent to the real world, and it's kind of funny, but I don't think it was really needed. Like I said, like cutting back to the real world stuff kind of just takes you out of the movie sometimes, but like I said, it's Minecraft. It's supposed to be unpredictable and you can do whatever you want. So, I guess the cons of the movie do make a bit of sense. They kind of they kind of add to the movie's message about creativity is everything and you don't need to follow everything and you can still and you don't have to be the bravest or strongest person. If you have some creativity in you and you have a good spirit, then you can do anything. And yeah, it is kind of a unoriginal message. Like I said, movies like the Lego movie did that, but its heart's in the right place. Like if you're gonna make a movie about Minecraft and have it be a good message, like it's at least a good message for kids. It's definitely a film kids would at least enjoy. I don't know if that's the message they would take away from this. They would just probably be more encouraged to play the game. But yeah, but I give them props for trying something and trying to deliver a message about creativity and embracing your inner, you know, weirdo. So it's Minecraft. That's the best thing you want about it. You want it to be weird and wacky and stupid, and it is wacky, and that's all Minecraft is. So yeah, for what it was, a Minecraft movie surprisingly works. I mean, is it one of the best video game movies of the past few years? I don't know about that. I'd say it's on par with the first Sonic movie. Like, I did think the Sonic sequels were better. This one, like, it's on par with the first Sonic movie, where when you watch it, like, at the time it comes out, you're like, for live action standards, this is as good as it could have been. Like, granted, I know some of the real world aspects might take you out of it, because it doesn't really feel like you're watching a Minecraft movie sometimes, but I get the general idea, and the whole thing is that it's Minecraft, so of course it's gonna be weird and unpredictable. So I definitely get what they were trying to do. So it was a good effort. It's not an amazing movie, but it's a good effort. Like I said, it's like on par with like the first Sonic and Five Nights at Freddy's and such. Not one of the best video game movies of the past few years, I'd say, but I still liked it. All right, the trailers that played before the movie I got Karate Kid Legends. I still need to see the other Karate Kid movies, I so I definitely have to check them out before this is out. This is out in like a month or so, actually, I think. So I better get watching them, but I'm sure they're quite good, so I'll have to check them out. Lilo and Stitch, which weirdly enough literally just came out, and they're advertising it still. And that does happen with movies, actually. You know, I am admittedly curious about Lilo and Stitch. I'm when they first announced they were doing a live action remake, I was like, "What? This is that? How's that gonna work? I don't know how that'll look, but it looks good. Honestly, I'm surprised that Stitch actually looks good. When they first announced this one, I was like, "Oh, Stitch is gonna look awful and disgusting," but he looks good. He looks like how he does in the animated film. So yeah, I'll give him credit. They made him look good. So good job, Disney. And I don't know how everything else will look. I don't know how all the science fiction stuff will translate. I mean, it might look cool, some great CGI here and there. I guess we'll see how it turns out. And the director of Marcel the Shell with Shoes on is directing it, so I know this is not going to have the same creative charm and minimalistic, you know, uh, charm that Marcel had. But hey, if the director did a fantastic movie, maybe this could be at least passable. So I probably might see Lilo and Stitch. I guess we'll see. Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm actually pretty curious about this movie. When they first announced, like when they first said they were gonna do another Jurassic World, I was like, another one. This actually looks good though. I'm actually not kidding. Honestly, this looks like it could be the best Jurassic World movie because it's actually trying to do its own thing. It's not copying the style of the other Jurassic Park movies or heck flat out just even the original. Because even though I like the first Jurassic World, I admit the fan service kind of hurt it. I know I always hate the term fan service because people misuse it, but let's be honest. The first Jurassic World had too much fan service. Like it, every scene's like, hey, do you remember this scene? Like, remember the gates opening? Let's do the same thing, but it says Jurassic Park. Remember when the T Rex was chasing them? Let's doing that again, except they're in a gyrosphere. Remember that? Remember that? But this at least looks like it's trying to be its own thing, and I love the more intense nature of it because they're trying to make this movie outright scary. Well, it doesn't look scary. This isn't a horror movie, but I don't think any of the Jurassic Park movies are scary, but intense. I guess let's say they're trying to make this one more intense, and I dig it. I dig that the style that they're trying to make it more like a different Jurassic Park movie. They want to make this one stand out. So I'd say there's potential. Maybe it'll suck, but I actually have hope for it. Um, Elio, which is some new Pixar movie about like a kid trying to get abducted by aliens or something, and then he befriends this little giggling alien. It might be okay. It might be charming. It might be cute. Like it looks cute. So nothing much I could say about this. But it's a Pixar. They usually do good stuff, so I'll probably see it maybe. And I got Life of Chuck, which is based on a Stephen King story. I know. I don't know a heck of a lot about this movie. I mean, it looks fine. I mean, I like Tom Hiddleston. I like Karen Gillan. So, and I did. I've been getting into Stephen King. Well, I've been into him for a few years now, more than a few years now. So maybe I might check out. Maybe I'll read more about it, see if it looks any good. So I guess we'll see how Life of Chuck is. So. But yeah, Minecraft, it's actually legit good. It's not amazing, but it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be unapologetically insane and creative, and that's what it is. It captures the zany nature of the game. It translates really well on the big screen. Even if it's the story you might not want, it's still good enough. So that's my review of a Minecraft movie. So take care, everybody.